Hi everybody, welcome back to Animal Crossing Every Day. I am playing Animal Crossing and you're watching it. I'm really happy about that. It's a really good relationship we have. You know, that's the one thing I like about us. We have a real, we understand each other's boundaries, but we're always there for each other as well. You know, isn't that sweet? Isn't that a nice thing that we can say about each other? Dependable. You guys are always there, and I'm always here for you. If you guys are having a bad day and you want to waste 15 minutes of your life, I'm here with an Animal Crossing video about Animal Crossing. I do that for you, you know. Hey, my peeps. Sorry, burp. Hey, my peeps. Hector here reporting for Finkland News. I've buried the greatest treasure ever in one of the E-acres. Go find it. E-acre. E-acre. E-acre is, okay. Easy. Easy. I'll find that later. We have a special offer there, including glow clock. There's always a wide variety of other items as well. Why not stop by? A glow clock. That is a clock that glows, my friends. In case anybody was out there going, I wonder what a glow clock is. It's a clock. But the interesting thing about the clock is it glows. I probably don't have any room to put any more raffle tickets because I've dropped them all on the floor here. I don't know what else to do with them, so I guess this is going to be... Hang on, let me see how many raffle tickets that is. Real quick. Just to be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 inside. And I have, let me see, 10, and I need another one to make 11. So, 11 should be enough to win a Donkey Kong game, wouldn't you say? I certainly would say that, because I did say that. So, come on, in the door. Come on now. Let's stop being silly. In the door. Come on now. Come on, please. I mean, come on. Let's see what we can sell. Or give away or whatever. What looks nice? This is the glow clock. Here's a big table. I'll buy a table. I'll buy one table, please. You know. So recently, I went to the pet shop. I said, I need a pet. And they were like, you came to the right place? And I was like, that's good. Because I've been to 4 other different shops today. And they were incredibly disappointing. I went to B&Q. Like, I need a pet. And they're like, we don't have that. But we have, like, plants. Do you like a cactus? And I'm like, no, a cactus isn't a real... That's not a real pet. Don't be ridiculous and silly and ridiculous. I'm not listening to this nonsense. So, I went to the post office. I'm like, you got a pet? And they're like, no, we don't. We got stamps. I'm like, well, stamps is easy to look after, but I don't know if stamps counts as a pet. I feel like they wouldn't, Oh, there's Mitzi. Hi, Mitzi. I see you. I can see you, Mitzi. A Pierce Pop Quiz, however, Peach. What are you, loopy? I like them both. Well, good for you, Pierce. Hi, Mitzi. I love your tartan umbrella, Mitzi. Very cool. I'm feeling a little grumpy. I was set to go out and the weather turns out like this. Now I've completely lost my will to do anything. Mitzi, you and me are the same person. Do you check your mail every day? I do, Mitzi, I do. Just in case I get a letter from Mitzi, but not recently. No letters from Mitzi. So I don't know what to do. Oh, speaking of letter, I can throw this away. Throw it away. So I went to the pet shop. I was like, what's up, boys? You got pets? And the person behind the counter was like, I'm a girl. And I'm like, oops. It was an expression. It was just an expression. You know, whenever you walk into a pet shop and you go, what's up, boys? It's just, right? Pet shop boys. It's an expression, right? Leave me alone. So already I wasn't off on a good foot with the pet shop lady who wasn't super excited to see me or listen to me talk. Which is a shame because I was there and I was going to talk for a little bit. So I said, I need a pet. I need a pet that's very small but can jump really high. And maybe is green. Okay. And the one was like, do you want a frog? I was like, yeah, I think I do. Is there any other animal that is small and can jump really high and also is green? And they were like, no, we've got bunnies. They can jump and they're small, but they're not green. I'm like, I could paint it green, right? As a joke, I'm not gonna paint a bunny green. But the pet shop lady didn't look very happy at me. She's like, no, you're not allowed to look at the bunnies. I'm like, I'm not really gonna paint it green. That was a little joke. It was a little joke. Didn't seem like she likes jokes. Or more specifically, she didn't seem like she liked my jokes, which I can understand. That's, fair enough. I get it. Not everybody does. Oh wait, when did Crazy Red say he was coming? Today is the 18th. I think he's coming tomorrow. Where was it? The 19th. Sweet. I better get my bells ready for that. So, I was like, give me a look at your frogs. Now, they weren't all green, to be fair. But she had some frogs. So, some of them were like, those poisonous tree frogs? The ones with all the bright colors and stuff? I really wanted one of them. But I also was like, I'm probably gonna like touch the frog, like give it a big hug, and then right after that, eat an apple, and then all the poisonous frog juices from the frog will get onto the apple, and then we'll get into my mouth. You know what I mean? I'll probably like play with the frog, and then try to do my own dentistry, so my hands are on my mouth. It's just a bad time all around, So I need to maybe not get one of the poisonous tree frogs. But they're so colorful, though. It's not fair. Like, they're supposed to be colorful to stop people eating them. And it worked. I wouldn't eat it. It's too cute to eat, right? But at the same time, like, they're so colorful. You want to hang around with them. You want them to be your pet. But you can't because they're poisonous. It's unfair the way nature works sometimes, isn't it? So I said, all right, don't worry about the... Also, are you legally allowed to have those poisonous tree frogs in your house? And by house, I mean shop. And she said, yeah, don't worry about it. Who here has a pet license, me or you? And I said, first of all, I didn't know there was such a thing as a pet license. Second of all, I don't know if you have one. You could have just made that up. I'm looking for the present, by the way, in the E acres. We are in acre E, so we're looking for the acre E. Anyway, yeah, I was like, I don't know if you just made that up or not, right? You could have. Sounds like something somebody would have made up. But also, you didn't show it to me. She points at the certificate behind her on the wall, and it says, well, I don't know what it says, but he says this is a pet certificate that says I'm legally allowed to sell pets. I'm like, okay, good. Congratulations. Anyway, the point is, she knew an awful lot about frogs, right? So I said, I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna trust you. And so I was like, what's the best frog then? If not the poisonous one. She's like, well, you wanted a small, green, jumpy one. This one here is pretty good. He's small, he's green, he jumps a lot. I said, well, that seems to fit the bill. That would fit the criteria. Give me this little frog boy. What do I need to look after a frog? What are the exact specifications I need to look after one frog? Do I need a tank? And she said, yes. And I said, that's fine. Because I know some Ukrainian people that ain't using them. I got it. It's a steamroller. What the hell? I said, I need some Ukrainian people that got a bunch of tanks for free. And she was like, not that kind of tank, silly. It was a little joke we did, right? Where I made it seem like a frog would need an actual, like, tank they would use in war. It's a little joke I did, right? She didn't like that one either. So I'm like, alright, swing and a miss on that one. You are hard to win over, kid. But I will do it. I'll find a way. So then I bought the frog. I got a tank with it, and I was like, should I get another frog for friendship? And she was like, no, I don't care. Doesn't matter. So I said, all right, that's fine. I won't. But I'd like a frog. I'd like the tank, and I would also like some bugs or peanuts or something to use to feed the frog with. The frog needs food. Food for frog. Give me some frog food. So she gave me a little well, I say gave me, I had to pay for it. A little what do you call it? A bag of like dried bugs and insects. They weren't alive, they were dead. So she was like, put some of these in his tank, and he'll be able to have some good times. He'll be able to eat those. I'm like, what else does a frog eat? Steak. Um, she doesn't like. She didn't seem to appreciate any of my humor, my jokes. She was like, no, don't give a frog steak. I'm like, why not? Maybe he likes it. When does a frog ever get the opportunity to eat steak? Never again. I can give this frog that opportunity. I can change his life. She was like, don't give the frog steak. All right, if you give a frog steak, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna punch you in the gizzards. I didn't want that. I don't know where my gizzards are, but I also thought you probably don't want to get punched there, right? So I was like, all right. No steak for the frog. So I took the frog home. I had the insects. I also thought, well, I know exactly how to get. I'm not gonna keep buying big packs of dried insects. I'll go outside with like a big plank of wood and put some honey on it, and then catch insects that way, and then scoop the insects off, put them into the tank. Then that way, frog gets insects and honey, and then it's not steak. So that's fine. I think that one's legal. That one's okay. So I called the frog Dilbert because I thought that was a good name for a frog. I mean, let's be honest. The frog doesn't know any better, does it? The frog doesn't know what it's called. So I called it Dilbert. I fed it flies, and now we're best friends. So that's the story of me and my pet frog. That's 100% true. I thought I'd tell it to you all on today's episode. So there it is, Dilbert the frog. Thank you very much for listening to my tale of pet location. I'm going to be back again tomorrow with more Animal Crossing. I would love it if you were there, and I hope to see you there. Thank you very much for watching. I love you. In a normal way. And I will see you later. Goodbye.